Good day traders, welcome back to another episode of the RMDTRADER Weekly Market Fix, where we will discuss 5 markets to see what trading opportunities they present. Last week saw quite a number of reversals with hints of bullish price action appearing on major indices as well as on Bitcoin. So for this week, we will have a look to see what this might mean for us as traders and whether these reversals carry enough momentum to see more follow through this week. Considering the excitement that has been building over the last few days with regards to a possible bottom in crypto, let's start by looking at Bitcoin. And what we do see is that we have definitely found some support from this monthly S2, and we can see that looking at our price candles, we've had some successive bullish candles. Although overall, I do not yet see the type of excitement that we'd like to see before price is expected to make a very strong correction. So at this stage, there remains a real concern that should price close below this week's or last week's rather low at 19,600, that we'll likely see a new low in the vicinity of somewhere between 39 to 14,000. However, there is also still the possibility that we could see this correction play out towards this area of resistance from our yearly S1 and also the daily 50 SMA, both which is converging on the 26,000 level. So that is the bullish scenario for this week. So if price were to move into this area, I think there's a high possibility that we'll see another bearish move. And if we do see a bearish move from this current area, we could likely expect the bottom, or at least the interim bottom, to perhaps be closer towards this 14,000 level. Looking at our commodities, starting by looking at the UK Brent crude oil. UK Brent crude oil has not long ago broken above a previous area of resistance. We would have expected this area to turn into support, which unfortunately it has not. What we do have, though, is still a bullish trend in the bigger picture, and we are still trading above major support from both the diagonal, the daily 100 SMA, and the yearly R2 pivots. So currently we have this area of support sitting at 106, and as long as we do remain above this area, we still have these consecutive higher lows, which is still indicative of a continuation in this overall bullish trend. So I think important would be for price to clear this area that I have highlighted in a light red on the screen. So that would currently place a target level at 116.50. So if price can get above that area, I suspect we could very likely then see a new interim high towards the vicinity and area of resistance at 126. And that will give us a new swing high. If not, and we do break below this area of the yearly R2 and diagonal support, then we might even see a test of our daily 200 SMA. But for now, price does still remain bullish, and we do have strong support right below the current swing lows. Looking at gold, gold is still consolidating and has been consolidating mostly for the last 2 or so months. So what we are looking for is this area of a strong horizontal and also diagonal support. And you can see we have this area on our screen that is highlighted by these two purple lines, and also our yearly pivot area, which is this gold line at 1,820. So for this week, we have strong support at 1,812. And of course, what we will be looking for is another test of this area of resistance. And perhaps I can just highlight that on the screen as well for you guys. So let's just quickly change the colors on that. And then you can see what we do have is this area of resistance. So if price can move into this area, we will have to see whether it's getting rejected for price to head back towards the yearly pivot, continuing consolidation, or whether we will see a breakout with price heading towards the monthly R1, which would be our interim bullish target at 1,900. Moving on to our indices, and let's have a look now at NASDAQ. NASDAQ has also seen some bullish price action last week. We are once again trading right on to slightly above the slanted head and shoulders neckline. We cannot yet safely call this a reversal of the trend. As you can see, we are above the daily 21 EMA, but we've also previously seen that happen. What I am expecting is a test of the daily 50 SMA at this 12,400 level. From there, we'll have to see what price action does and whether we will see a rejection with price testing this area of the yearly S2 at 10,550, which I still hold as the current bearish target. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens. But for now, I have a bullish target of 12.4 and of course any rejection, and I'd say a close back below this area of 11,700 could then set in motion that bearish target at 10,500. Looking at one of our major Forex pairs, I'd like to look at the AUDUSD. The AUDUSD is currently in, if you guys have seen our videos and followed our 5-phase trend evaluation method, I suspect we are currently in a very mature stage of this bearish trend. So what we are looking for is either one last interim low. So that means if price breaks below the current area of support, which is held by the previous swing low in this area of the yearly S1 at 0.683. So if price breaks below that, I'm pretty sure we'll probably test this area of horizontal support at 0.670. And what we actually can do here is just enable our pivots for this week. And we can see that will actually place a target area just below the weekly S3. So perhaps we can even be more conservative and place that at 0.6745. So that would be a bearish target and possible area where we could be looking for new reversals and perhaps the bottom of this bearish trend. If we do see a reversal earlier, we can expect price to hit some resistance from the daily 50 SMA, also previous swing highs at 0.706. If we do manage to clear that area, then of course I suspect we will see another test of this area of major resistance, where we have convergence of both our daily 200 as well as our daily 100 SMAs and some strong previous horizontal resistance at 0.723. That concludes our video for this week. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, we wish you all the best of your trading, and remember, trade smart and trade successful.